In today's video, we're going to go over how to do basic editing using CapCut. I just finished editing the YouTube short. It's going to go up on September 18th. And I figured we'd go over how I did this. So first thing, let's get all the different content in here. So this is just a short homework recording, and it's only 35 seconds with a couple errors. So the first thing I do is I control and I use the scroll wheel to zoom in. This makes it easier to select stuff. So what I like to do is anywhere that there's no talking, I like to get rid of it. You can click and drag this to where the talking marks are gone. And then you can click over here and click split. Then all of this part of the clip doesn't have anything useful. There's no talking. So I can just click on here, and you can click right here to delete right, or you can click right here to delete left. I personally just use the delete button on my keyboard, and it'll just delete whatever you have selected. Gonna do it again, going right here, gonna click split, go right here, click split. I'm just trying to get all of the downtime where there's no talking, and then I click delete on my keyboard. Same thing here, split, delete, and now this is only talking. So there's no downtime now. Everything is pretty, and this will just make your video flow a little bit better and not have too many pausing. The video is a little bit too short. It's only 9 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more content to the video. So lately I've been putting in these weird Warren flashes. So I'm going to pull that in. And I like to put a little bit of static sound. I'm not going to actually use the video for this, but I'm just going to use the audio. So I right click on this video and I click extract audio. Then I can delete the video. Then I can hold and drag the audio until I see the audio lining up with the beginning of the Warren flash. Then you can click on the audio and click split like we did before. It's not going to automatically split audio, so you need to make sure you're actually clicking on it. If I click split here, it doesn't do anything. See? It says couldn't split the video at the current position. So you need to actually click the audio and then click split, and then delete away whatever you don't want. Now, we want to add some more content here. So I've decided to add some stuff from the previous video. So I'm going to drag the previous video down here, and I'm just going to I only want the part that is relevant. I'm going to use this thing right here, and I can drag it to scroll across the video. Okay, so I found the clip I wanted. I'm going to split it here, and then I'm going to delete all this. You don't want all this stuff. So let's see here. I'm going to take out a little bit of pause here to put this in the short. Now the video is under 1 minute. So that's already good enough. Now let's say, for example, something that happened in the video, you don't really like it. You said something wrong, you found a mistake. So what you can do is you can split this section here, and you can extract the audio, and then you can delete it. And then you can go to voiceover right here. I recommend putting the echo reduction and adjusting your volume until you figure out what works best. And then you click record, and you can now actually do a voiceover. Increase the volume if you want. You can bring it a little bit louder. So that's how you can add audio to the video after you've already completed it. And if you ever make a mistake, like let's say, for example, you don't actually like what you just did. Let's go back to where we were. You can just click undo right here. It'll undo every single thing you did. It'll undo the voiceover. It'll undo the deleting of the extracted audio. And it'll even put the audio back into the file, back to the way it was originally. And now this is exactly what it was before we did any changes. And then if you went back too far, you can always redo whatever you did. So if you did want the audio extracted, you can always click redo it, and it can redo all the stuff you just did as well, if you prefer. Okay, next we're gonna try adding an effect. So over here, maybe I wanna add TV on effect or something. So I can go up here. So we can go to the top of the screen here and click on effect. And we have TV off already saved. I'm gonna go to TV on in this case, and you can click on the thing, and you can click on the icon and drag it down and put it where you want it to go. Then you can go over here to change, and you can drag it to how long you want the effect to go for. This specific effect, you probably don't want it to go on for too long. Let me just put it right here. And now as soon as that scene starts, it's going to have a little TV effect. Now this step gets kind of, there's lots of other effects you can do. Let's look at blur, for example. Let's say there's something that you didn't want people to see until later on in the video. Maybe you have a secret method you don't want to show until later. You can put this over here, and now people can't see what you're writing. If you want to, for some reason, blur out what you're writing there, or maybe there's something on the screen there that you don't want to show, now you can blur it out. Another thing you might want to do is add text. You can click the text box up here, and then you can drag down the text to wherever you want it to go. And then you can double click on the screen here and write whatever text you want. You can change the size of the text. You can change the effect of the text. Let's try this one. And you can even add text-to-speech if you wanted to. So let's try that. Click on Thomas here. So this is the text-to-speech in green here, and this is the extracted audio. I'm gonna put the extracted audio over here for a second.
Later in the video.
So now you have this text, and it says later in the video, and it's blurred out so they can't see it. Now you can just tease content that's going to come up later in your videos if you want, or you can use these features in many other ways if that's not the way you want to do it. So I think that's about it. We went over extracting audio, splitting, deleting, zooming in and out to have a better view of the scene you're editing, removing anything that has downtime, adding text, adding an effect. You can add other scenes. Actually, while editing the video, I remembered one more trick. You can also add transitions. Just go up here and click transitions, find the one that you want, and then click and drag it to wherever you want to put it. That's it for this video. Please subscribe and like the video.